Try to solve another Leetcode problem. So the problem name is longest subarray with maximum bitwise, and we are given an integer array nums of size and consider a non-empty subarray from nums that has the maximum possible bitwise and. In other words, let k be the maximum value of the bitwise and of any subarray of nums, then only subarrays with a bitwise and equal to k should be considered. Return the length of such a longest subarray. Then these are the definitions of bitwise and a subarray itself. So in order to solve this problem, we'll use the concept of dynamic programming, right? So if we have such a subarray, basically it will end somewhere, right? So let's define dp of I to be max 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 subarray and value that we can get ending at ith index, right? And let similarly dp1 of I is equals to the minimum starting point of such subarray, right? So what we can do is basically we can calculate both of these values, because at every index we have the option of either starting a new subarray from that index itself, or joining it with the previous subarray and trying to get a higher value. So let's code this approach up. N is equals to length of nums. Let's define that. Then we say dp is equals to for x and nums. We can say initially the max subarray can be the nums of I itself, right? The value at that index. Then dp1 equals to x for x in range n, right? So once we have initialized both of these, then we can say for I in range n, right? If I is greater than or equals to 1, so that the previous elements to extend the chain, right? There's a possibility for doing that. So now we check if dp of I minus 1 and with nums of I, if that is greater than dp of I itself, then we can say dp of I is this value itself, and we can set dp1 of I is equals to the same value as dp1 of I minus 1, right? And there's another case, dp of I minus 1 and with nums of I, if that is exactly equals to dp of I, then in that case also we can do this, right? There's no harm in taking an extra element because we want the longest such a array, right? Now once we have these values, let's define max to be 0, result to be 0, and we'll return result in the end. Then we say for I in range n, we say if the max that we have seen till now is less than dp of I, then we can say result is equals to uh, I minus dp of I plus 1 dp1 of I. This is because we have discovered a new max value, right? If max is exactly equals to dp of I, then we have to take longest such array, sub array, so we can just say result is equals to max of result and whatever this is, right? Now once we have done all this, I think we can return result. So let's try running this code. Okay, I think we forgot to update the max value rate. Then it will be dpfi, right? So let's try running now. So as you can see, the sample test cases are all passing. So let's try submitting the solution. So as you can see, all the test cases are passing. So thanks for watching.